Today I'm going to share embodiment practices for the top top three issues I see in people. The heart center. When I see people having heart center imbalance, that can look like people sticking their chest out really big, people walking out with their chest stuck out really big. That can even look like people padding that area, getting surgery done in that area to enhance that space. And the opposite, which is when people don't have, are feeling a lack of love, could look like their shoulders curling in, caving in, maybe even a hunchback, because what's happening is they're trying to guard their heart space. And what this is coming from is the heart sticking out is an overexpression of love, which can show up as being overbearing, a lack of compassion for others. It could be codependence, feeling like you have to do everything for others, like you have to save everyone, feeling like you have to be everything for everyone. A lack of love, when people are guarding their heart and people are caving in, bringing their shoulders in, is when you have a deficit of love for yourself. So lacking the self-care, not taking care of yourself, those kinds of things. So the way that you can help yourself through embodiment practices is do heart opening stretches, especially if you're in the lack. Putting your chest out, exercising, giving it flow, allows whatever stagnant energy is in there to release and bring in fresh energy. Okay, the second one is emotional pain. So a lot of times we go through all these experiences and sometimes we get really sad, sometimes we get really angry. And from growing up in the world that we grew up in, we've been taught that our emotions are weakness. So instead of dealing and processing our emotions, we hold it. And when you hold it in your lower back. And that is the sacral center. And the sacral center is all about feeling emotions, inspiration, creativity. And that comes from feeling our emotions, because our emotions are directions. Now it shows up two ways. If you have a pooch, which I do, no shame, that's talking about conscious energy, conscious experience. And if you feel the pain in your lower back, that's unconscious. So it's so deep-seated, your emotions, and you have no idea that you're even doing it. And so the way that you can help promote the movement and flow and release of your emotions is by doing forward folds. So you could do it from a seated position, and this is a yoga pose where you're sitting cross-legged and you gently reach over in a forward fold. And breathe into it. Same thing can be done standing up. So I'm not going to show you because I'm sitting on the floor, but if you do yoga poses, you stand up tall. Actually, maybe I will show you. So standing up. So you'll stand up and you'll gently fold forward. And it's not about getting a perfect posture of like going all the way through. It's about giving yourself the stretch, and eventually you'll get there. It's about going at your own pace and making sure that you breathe into it. And then you come back up. If you're familiar with this movement of rising up and then going deeper, that's a great contract and release movement to encourage the flow. How's that feel? The last issue that I'm going to share with you, and practices to support it, are issues of the feminine versus the masculine energy. So to help you understand, feminine energy refers to the soft movements, the intuitive side, seeing the bigger picture, being in the flow, trusting. Whereas masculine energy is about action-oriented, structured, action detail-oriented, rational, logical thinking. And for me, I I see the feminine on the right side and the masculine on the left side. So when I see people having issues on the right side versus the left side, what it means is how balanced are you? Like for me, for example, I have a lot of my eczema on my right side, and eczema is inflammation. So when I think about the inflammation that I'm getting on the right side, I feel like I'm overexposed. Take me for example. I get a lot of inflammation on my right side. I have eczema and it always shows up on the right side. I always have it on the right hand and I don't get it on the left hand. And what is eczema? It's inflammation. And what is inflammation? Increased blood flow to help you heal. And it could be because you're overworking that side. It could be because you've told yourself that you're not safe or that you're not protected on that side. It could be that you don't have the proper boundaries on that side. So as I think about the eczema on the right side of my hand, I know that I use my intuitive side way more than my logical side, especially lately. And so it's an opportunity to bring awareness so that I could balance it by bringing more of that masculine energy into my life. This is what I shared with you in under 5 minutes, and in my Native Guidance program, we deep dive into what it means to be the medium and to see your body and yourself as a divination tool. If you like this, follow me and join my waitlist, link in bio, for the next iteration of Native Guidance.